Welcome, guys, to the Scent Bubble, and today we are going to talk about perhaps maybe my top 3 best fragrances in my collection. And it's a sleeper, to be honest, because I feel like with this house there's a couple front runners, but to me this is the best fragrance hands down for the specific occasion of this. This is my romance fragrance. When I'm trying to impress the wifey, when I'm trying to feel cozy, snuggly, but still extra sophisticated and rich, this is the fragrance I go to without question. Is it a beast mode fragrance? No. This is a fragrance you need to be up close and personal with somebody for it to really shine. But when you're in that scenario, boy, do you shine. We're going to talk about it. Stay tuned. Again, guys, welcome to the Scent Bubble. I am your host for the afternoon, and we're going to very quickly talk about perhaps one of my most favorite fragrances in my collection. This is from the house of YSL, and this is L'Homme. Man, as you can see by the juice, I have had my fair share of wears on this. And this juice would already be gone by now if I went on dates every night, because I wouldn't even think twice. I have plenty of fragrances with charm, sophisticated, cozy, romantic fragrances, but this is all you need. This is really all you need. If all you had was this, yeah, there's a lot of other fragrances that I feel bring something different to the table in the romantic category, but if you only had this fragrance, you would be absolutely straight. Again, I think L'Homme is super slept on. Most people are messing with La Nuit de L'Homme, the YSL for females, Libre, things like that. This fragrance leans unisex, but I feel it just slightly swing on the man side. This is a men's fragrance, but I think women could rock this too, to be honest with you. The sophistication, the sweetness, the floral side of it, really, it's unique, bro. I mean, it's a showstopper to me. Not showstopper in the sense that when you walk in a room, everybody goes, whoa. It's that fragrance that when you put it on, and yeah, you might have to reapply it throughout the day, but again, because it's such romantic occasional, I think you would only have to apply it once. I think you might get 3 to 4 hours of solid longevity, 5 to 6, depending on if you happen to go outdoors or not. And you certainly need to reapply it if you're trying to go north of 5 hours, 5, 6 hours. But that's okay. I almost prefer to reapply it because the wafts change because it's such a sophisticated fragrance. The initial hour or two you get from it from the back 3 to 5 hour mark is going to be different slightly. Again, this fragrance, it's so hard to put my nose on the particular notes because the blend is just so good. It's this fragrance is cozy. I'm wearing this fragrance today, but I'm going to go ahead and reapply it again on my arm. This fragrance is cozy, pungent, layered. So my nose just goes on a journey. No matter how many times I go back to it, I smell different parts of it. But yeah, it's sweet, not sugary. It's almost floral sweet, but slightly ramped up a little bit sweeter than floral sweet. It's got spice. It's slightly woody. Guys, I wish I could tell you some like a food item or a floral item that this smells like. My nose isn't really trained as much in the florals to say like, oh, this is violet leaf or whatever, but this fragrance is there's no question that this fragrance, if you're a young man, it will be your best fragrance in the romantic category. If you're 25, 30 and up, this will be a unique hitter, top 3 in your collection, in my opinion. Unless you're buying fragrances that are like $500 and up. I think I bought this fragrance for I think it ranges between like 80 and 120 bucks. Let me see. Yeah, you can get this fragrance for a steal around 80, 90 bucks, but it can be as high as $160, 170. But no matter what it is, it's money well spent. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the note breakdown. So they categorize this as a warm, spicy, citrus dominant accord. I can't even tell you guys that this is accurate. Warm and spicy, absolutely. It's got the other characteristics in there, but the blend is so well blended. You can't pinpoint, oh, citrus is the star of the show. I would say maybe it leans on spicy tonka violet leaf with a backbone of cedar. But the ginger, bergamot, and lemon, though you can't make it out specifically, is like it makes this like rich, sophisticated fragrance have this kind of sparkly lightness at times. This is a fragrance where when you walk in a room and people are close to you in proximity, it just turns heads. Without question, you're turning every head you walk by with this. Women are going to want to get closer to you. The draw factor on this is just incredible. Again, like I said, it leans towards romantic occasions, you know, dinner out, movie theater, maybe you're going to a show. If you're going to the club, maybe, but because you're sweating and you're perspirating and people are dancing and the air is just moving all through the room, if you do take it to a club, you'll definitely have to like reapply it and bring a decant, but it's just that good, guys. Showstopper, charm, draw, allure, romance, seduction. I mean, anything you want in that category. I find that romantic fragrances tend to be too sweet. They don't have enough journey to them. You know, they don't take your nose on a journey. It's just like, oh, sugar and spice. Oh, fruit. You know what I'm saying? Like fruit and sugar. You know what I'm saying? Like this has class all over it. Even the cedar and tonka bean and vetiver in the background just provide a woody base that's just so different. The sweetness, the violet leaf. I think the basil note with the violet leaf really hug the entirety of what's going on in here. The middle notes really from start to finish through the fragrance really stand out. But yeah, man, looking at this note breakdown, if you think at all you're going to smell ginger, you won't. Bergamot, you won't. Lemon, you won't. Spice, you will. White pepper, it's not a peppery fragrance. It just tinges the fragrance to be have a slight bite, but it is so smooth at the same time. Violet leaf and basil and spice, like I said, you get that totally. The sweetness from the tonka bean, the base of cedar and vetiver. Oh my goodness, guys. I know I'm just telling you how I feel about this fragrance. It's not really contributing to the note breakdown, but my gosh, this fragrance is just, it is a romantic adventure. This is a romantic magic carpet ride in a bottle. Every time you go to it, you'll get something different, but you will always get charm and romance and an adventure with this fragrance. Again, it's from the house of YSL. This is L'Homme. This is not YSLY. This is not Les Nuits de L'Homme or whatever. La Nuit de L'Homme. I don't know how to pronounce it. But yo, to me, this is the best. This is the best in the YSL line, without question. I will always have a bottle of this on my shelf. This juice to me is priceless. As you guys can see, I've ran through at least 1/5 of the bottle, and I would have gone through a lot more if I was a guy that was a young guy out dating and running around. Me and my wife don't get out the house as much because we got kids now and everything, but this fragrance is an absolute 12 out of 10 for me, and out of anything in my collection, I would highly recommend this. Again, I think it's an ageless fragrance. If you're 20 and up, if you're under 20, this is too much for you. The sophistication on this won't even match your personality. I don't care how tall you are or more mature you are or whatever. 20 and up only. But if you're 20 and up, this is a ticket to the dance, let me tell you. Conversation starter, compliment factor, everything, all in a bottle. I'm going to stop talking now because I'm going to give you guys a chance to go cop this fragrance. You can get it anywhere. Again, a steal would be around $80 for this fragrance. I don't know what the size is. This is 60 ml. 60 ml, $80. At the highest end, you're going to pay $165. I don't care where you are. If you can get your hands on this fragrance, get it. It's money well spent. You won't regret a single spray of this fragrance. And Yeah, I can't say enough good about this fragrance. Get this on your nose. The dry down of it is no different. It might warm up and even get a little sweeter, almost like a touch of like a watermelony floral, but it's so again, this is just blended to perfection. You cannot make out distinct notes here except for the spice, basil, and violet leaf. But okay, I'm going to shut up, guys. Go buy this fragrance. Holler at me and let me know if you agree that this is just a powerhouse. And I'm excited to see anybody who currently owns this fragrance and if you feel the same way. Again, thank you for rocking with me in the scent bubble. And until next time, peace.